San Francisco's mayor has issued an emergency declaration as the city balances recovering from the last storm and prepping for the next one. During the last storms, we saw some glass fall from several San Francisco high-rises.
Hundreds of trees also came crashing down, killing 2 people. Ground 4 Sara Stinson spoke with city officials to try to learn more. She joins us now live in San Francisco with what they are saying ahead of tomorrow's storm. Sara?
Well, the main advice I'm hearing from city officials in San Francisco is to stay home during the peak of the storm. And the emergency declaration, it really gave the city an opportunity and more resources to clean up those down trees from the last storm and to inspect some of the windows in the high rises in preparation of the next storm. Mayor London Breed issuing an emergency declaration gives departments more resources and authority to clean up and prevent more storm-related deaths and damage from occurring.
Over 900 trees, either trees fallen or large branches that fell, and so we have our crews outside with Public Works and the fire department.
Board of Supervisors President Aaron Peskin says he asked the mayor to add a provision giving the Department of Building Inspection more authority. It states,
the director of the Department of Building Inspection may require a facade inspection and/or inspection report regarding any building at a time or interval that the director deems necessary to address the risk of unsafe conditions.
Right now, 6 San Francisco high-rises have broken windows after high winds roared through the downtown area. Each building received a violation, ordering them to fix the window as soon as possible and submit an engineering report within 14 days.
That's going to give us some understanding of what's going wrong here. I think we probably have a host of different reasons.
Under current city building code, Peskin says buildings don't have to complete inspection reports for 30 years after being built. Peskin is trying to make sure windows are inspected more frequently.
I am in the midst of introducing a law that will be introduced next Tuesday, April 4th.
But the next storm is just hours away.
There's nothing that we can do in a matter of hours or days to prevent window failures. My suggestion is that while the chances are very, very small, that in very high wind events that people be careful and try to stay indoors in the downtown area.
The same advice was provided by the Department of Emergency Management.
The nature of the storms that we're seeing, what we saw last Tuesday and what we could see tomorrow, are unlike anything that we are accustomed to here. Stay inside until the worst of the storm has passed.
And the fire department and the Department of Building Inspection has been providing some good tips and information to building managers about how to latch and secure windows during storms. And just a quick reminder to you, only call 911 for an immediate medical issue. They want to make sure that you remember that, and call 311 for any storm-related damage, because last time 911 was inundated with callers. I'm Sara Stinson reporting live in San Francisco. Back to you.